Yeah. We're back in Revachol.
Yeah.
What were we planning to do?
I'm pretty sure we were. We just talked to everyone and found out about our gun.
We did. There's a meeting, but that's later on in the day. We were trying to figure out what we could do to, like...
Kill time.
Yeah.
And there was something else that happened around the same time.
It's the communist thing.
Okay.
I could talk to a cell, maybe. Can't do that. It'll take a while. Sync signs with Noid. Look into the spookers at the church. Dead body. Oh, yeah! We could go see about, like, the apartment building and see about, like, that dead dude that we found on the pier.
Yeah.
Do. Alright, we got green dots. Green dots!
Yeah. So many green dots.
A shift in temperature.
Ooh.
The air chills around you. Dust settles on the stony floor.
Rub your sides for warmth.
A former architect stands before a slice of window, a room plan in her hand. A cold wave has made the air in the building stand still and frozen, with temperatures falling down to minus 20 degrees Celsius.
Ooh, that's cold.
Yeah.
I think that may be like minus 18 Fahrenheit. I'm not sure.
I don't need your fancy Celsius.
I can't math fast enough. The plan.
Faint pencil lines on paper depict the same place, but a missing eastern wall connects the room with the neighboring apartment. Ideas for arranging the furniture have been jotted down.
Her face.
Is red from the cold. She's breathing on her fingers, clasping the plan. Traces of sadness are visible in her expression.
Look around yourself.
It's clean and empty, with new tapestry embellishing the walls. A standard HB graphite pencil has fallen off a three-legged stool in the middle of the room. She had an eye for beauty.
And that's one thing I've noticed about British English. They pronounce it H instead of H.
Well, I mean, Z is not Z there, it's Z.
Yeah. And I know, like, there's another letter that may be pronounced slightly different.
I don't remember what it is off the top of my head. H and Z are usually the two that jump out at me the most.
Yeah. Shiver and finish thought.
The sea below looks cold and winter gray. Lady, do you know about anything?
Give me a moment.
You can ask
You
about the
know-
secret meeting.
I was going to say that one, actually. Do you know anything about a secret meeting that's happening tonight?
What? No. Nobody tells me anything.
What about any unusual activity taking place after hours? Say after 10 p.m.?
If it ain't my business, I'll keep my nose out of it. Oh,
She shakes her head and mutters to herself.
I think we'd all be better off if people kept their noses to themselves.
I'm looking for Billy McGean. Do you know where she lives?
It's about Victor, isn't it? It's always about Victor with her. You'll find the Maisons in apartment 20 upstairs. It's one of those doors on the balcony.
Alright, well, there you go. Apartment 8. Their mailbox is overflowing.
Green dot! Green dot!
Number 9. Door is locked.
Another green dot!
Someone has drawn a 5-pointed star on the wall.
Oh my god, so many green dots!
Do we have anything to
A
say?
plaster cast
Nope.
bust.
Nothing new. I was curious because we're on this communism train now.
That
It's
isn't
like a
just
green dot
five-pointed
buffet.
star. It's an inverted white pentagram cradled in a wreath of antlers. The
Huh.
iconography of communism. In other words,
Expect this symbol closer.
the star and antlers was developed in the 6th decade of the last century and quickly adopted by Mezov and the communards during the revolution. Even today, half a century after, the star and antlers retains the ability to evoke hope, disappointment, and fear in equal measure.
Why white?
Because white is the color of peace.
Why is the star upside down?
To symbolize the toppling of the old order. Also, some social democrats were already using it.
What is this? Invoke in...
Gone. Gone is the glory of
Ooh.
hope. Only the scribblings of impoverished students remain in dirty hallways. You are the big communism builder now. It's you or no one.
Well, I'm gonna fill that up.
I'm surprised a check like that, but not really a check, but investigation like that would hurt our morale.
I think it's specifically because we're doing the communism path right now.
Oh, good thought, good thought.
Eviction notices and missing pets are plastered on top of each other. An old shoe rack, boots, sneakers, and old slippers. A loud rumbling snore comes from within. Snoring is scary somehow. You should leave. These shower curtains are covered in some sort of slime.
Ew.
Can't be any worse than that jacket we got.
Yeah?
Just want to make sure.
The jacket, that's now ours! Ha 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 ha!
Yeah, we'll wear it. Don't see if we won't.
Oh, and we have another skill point.
We have 2, I believe.
Oh.
The door's locked. You can't get in. Is there anything in here? Or do we get everything in here?
How about...
Uh-huh.
I'm thinking maybe...
Hold on. What was the... I'm trying to remember what it was that we needed to get for... We need perception for Ice Bear Fridge.
And white means it's available, right?
It's grayed out. It's not available. So
No,
the others would
oh,
be. Like
Okay,
these are.
okay. So, yeah, that's what I kind of meant. Like, all the white ones are available. So we would need perception for Ice Bear Fridge. And, maybe empathy for Kuno. But we would need to, Tommy Lahome. Let's do that check first before...
What's the one for the light bending dude? Renee, Novelty Dice Maker, Mirror, Kuno, Titus, Messier, Smoker, Morel, Lillian.
I thought we
Dorn?
passed it.
We did the one, but then we had another one.
Huh.
Remember, it was about
Yeah.
trying to get money or something again. I don't remember what it is.
Huh.
And it's not listed here, which is weird.
Are you sure it was a red check?
I know it's not a red check. I don't even think we
Okay.
attempted it because it was so low.
Oh.
I don't remember what it
Huh.
was. You know what? No, I think I do remember. Hold on. What were our skills? I think it's because it's suggestion.
Oh.
I want to say, but I could be wrong. Anyway, we got 2 points. Where do we want to put them? Do you want to do empathy?
I was going to say Tommy Lahome also had an empathy check, but that's a available empathy check.
Tommy Lahome, where was that?
It was you passed right by it. A little bit. It's on the bottom right now, right
Where is
above
he at?
bullet.
Oh, he's this. Okay, he's the truck driver dude. Okay, yeah, we could run back and do that, and then level up to unlock both.
Okay. Yeah, just in case we don't pass it.
Okay. What do you want to do with the other one? Because we only have one more slot for empathy right now, so that accounts for 1 point.
Maybe perception for the ice bear fridge again?
All right. Well, let me pop it in perception right away then. And we'll save the other one for empathy when we take care of that.
Okay.
Enough coal to last for several winters. Smells of chemicals. Someone's been sleeping here recently.
And so that would be 6 perception. We have we have both pieces of perception clothing. That will boost us possibly up to 9 perception.
Let's take care of that Billy thing first.
And I don't remember what the roll is.
We had a really good chance of getting it, if I remember right. We just failed.
Ah, okay.
The breaker box is full of cigarette butts and electric wires. Someone's growing rosemary, thyme, and a cactus. This door is apartment 29. Complete silence. Whoever lives here isn't home. This door is the apartment 30. Voices are within, singing along to some buoyant dance track.
Ooh.
Alright, and that's... Actually, I'm curious. Can we get back into that thing, or is it shut?
This door is made of...
Oh, probably not. Alright. On to Billy Machine.
Buoyant, float, water pond,
It's long gone, man. You're way too late.
A weathered...
Yes,
blanket.
I couldn't.
The number reads...
I couldn't
20.
think in time.
Kim, are you making out with the door?
Something smells good. Soup à l'oignon.
Onion soup?
Ooh.
The lieutenant motions to you to go ahead and knock.
But Kim, I can't. You're in the way.
This is the door. You already know it's the right door. This is going to be so hard.
Hold on, Kim. We should discuss this before we move on. What should we expect?
I mean, besides you locking lips with the door.
You're right. Let's talk this through.
He looks at the apartment door and lowers his voice a bit.
You hear some light footsteps and what appears to be a daily weather forecast playing on the radio.
We have our first preliminary identification. In all likelihood, the deceased is the husband of Billy Méjean. We need to confirm this, as well as deliver the death notification to Billy herself. Now, delivering a death notification is never an easy task. There's a reason why it's often called the most stressful part of our job. This is why it's usually done in pairs. You got this. I'll be monitoring reactions, ready to act if necessary.
Damn it,
Do you
Kim.
have Do you have any advice how to tell her he's...
Dead? Just don't say that you know how they feel. You don't.
What if I don't want to do this?
Yes, it's hard. But there is no easy way to handle this information. It just has to happen. As soon as possible.
Kim, I don't want to do this. Let's turn around.
Okay, I'm ready. I think
The
I'm ready.
lieutenant motions towards the door.
Knock.
I think we're just going to end up knocking on Kim's back because he's still in the way.
Hello? Who is it?
A voice calls out from the other side of the door.
And someone turns down the radio.
Look at the lieutenant first.
He gives you a short, encouraging nod.
Is this Billy Mijon's residence? This is the police. Please open the door.
The police? A moment, please give us a moment.
You hear shuffling inside.
Tidying up. Nervously.
Come in, the door is open.
Okay. Time to go in. Oh my god, look at all these green dots and yellow dots. So many dots. Well, let's first rate her home for dots.
Yes.
An empty sack of red Astra cigarettes hidden under the bed. Same brand of cigarettes you found in the trash next to the deceased. Windows covered in old newspaper clippings. Some leftovers kept warm on the stovetop. Smells like buckwheat and onions here.
Huh. Interesting combinations.
Packages of humanitarian aid macaronis.
Hello, detective. What are you doing, detective?
Inspecting everything. A chalk-drawn height chart for children's growth over the years. I'm an inspector. I must inspect things. That's how this works.
Yes!
The clock is ticking away with an odd cheerfulness. This ticking makes you anxious. Rings hollow in the room. Posters of contemporary pop stars adorn the walls.
Oh my god, it's a cat clock!
What? Something like that. Textbook for high school, mathematics, trigonometry mostly. It's definitely like a cat. I don't know if it is a cat. It's hard to tell because it's only got like 2 legs and a tail. Could be a raccoon clock. I don't know.
Fair enough.
Alright, we've inspected your home, Lamb. You don't have any clothing for us to steal.
It's you from the book stand.
She just looks at you for a moment without knowing what to do. Yeah, that's right. We were going to hug you and you didn't want to.
Yeah.
I don't think I introduced myself properly. I'm Billy. Would you like something to drink? Tea? Lemonade? We're out of coffee.
The lieutenant has taken off his foggy glasses and is busy cleaning them in his handkerchief. For now, you're on your own.
Damn it, Kim, you're leaving me hanging here.
I'm not really here for the tea.
Is this about Victor, my husband? Is he in some kind of trouble again? I can come pick him up in the station if that's what.
She stops her eye. She stops. Her eyes trying to read answers from your face.
Keep it together. You don't want your body language to tell her the news.
Sorry, I'm rambling. It's just that Victor often gets into all kinds of trouble. So, how can I help you?
How about some small talk before you break the news? It's like ripping off a bandage.
Ooh,
The least painful way is to do it straight away, without stalling.
We have empathy items. But do we want to run through the other stuff first? Just in case there's like an encyclopedia check or something.
Sure.
So, how have you been?
I'm just before we do this, we can leave and put on any empathy boosting items, right?
Should be able to. Leave is an option.
Okay, so yes, I would like some empathy boosting items if we have them.
But do we want to walk through the rest of this first before this? Because I don't know if we'll be able to get back to this part or not.
Okay, so how have you been?
How have I been? You're not here to discuss me. What is this about, officer?
You live here with Victor, your husband, right?
It's me, Victor, and the kids here. We have 2 daughters, Jenny and Jolie.
Not Jolene? Oh,
And where is everybody? I don't see anybody home.
The girls are staying at their friend's place tonight. And Victor is out.
She swallows visibly.
Out where?
He has a problem with drinking, and so he disappears every now and then. He's probably in the parks drinking with his friends. I sent him to the library a few days ago, but I guess something came up.
she smiles sourly.
To your knowledge, did he make it to the library?
No, I guess I'll find out when he decides to come back home.
She looks at the front door.
It shouldn't be long from now. He's never gone for more than a few days.
Do you remember what he was wearing last time you saw him?
His old leather jacket.
Can you describe it?
It's just your average brown leather jacket, but he bought it as a teenager, so...
What about the inner lining?
Yes. The lining is hand-sewn. It's blue. I tried to make the thing more weatherproof since he's running around with it in the middle of winter.
What was he supposed to do in the library?
Just to return a book of mine. Why? Why all those questions, Detective? Did he...
What was the name of the book?
I think it was, Thibaut's The Glinting Curve. It was pretty good.
There's something I have to tell you.
She folds her hands across her chest. Here it comes.
I've noticed you were cooking something.
Empathy boost! Empathy boost!
Do. That's negative.
Come on.
There's one.
Oh, good.
There's another. Ooh, and the shoes. That's 3.
Okay.
Yep, we got 3. That's it. Wait, +2. Hold on, what? +1 empathy, +1 empathy. Is something else subtracting?
Maybe.
This is. The undershirt. I'll
Switch.
put that one on.
Okay.
Actually, that's negative. Hold on that one. So now, let me just double
Okay.
check. Yeah, +3. All right, cool.
She looks up. Do
97.
To say anything.
Too much small
too much-
talk.
Okay, 97, let's go! Tell her about
You've
the dead
done
body.
this before.
Double
Just
3s.
keep your focus.
Nice. How good did we get? We got 4 more than we needed.
Ma'am, I'm very sorry to say, but your husband, Victor Mijan, was found dead on the Martinez boardwalk.
What did you say?
A great and terrible spike. The blood freezes in her veins.
Your husband, Victor Mijan, is dead. I'm very sorry for your loss, ma'am.
Oh,
She touches her cheek. Eyes pale like pearls in seawater.
oh. But he was just...
She looks at the kitchen table. where 2 cigarette butts are still in the tray.
But he was just here, alive.
We understand this comes as a huge shock. I want you to know that me and my partner are here for you if you have any questions. Take your time, man.
What happened to him?
She turns to you. Her neck and cheeks are covered with red blotches. Her double chin is shaking.
It was an accident. He fell through a hole in the boardwalk and hit his head.
Was he drunk?
We don't know yet, but we'll let you know when the results arrive.
I see. And you just found him there, lying in the cold. How long had he been there?
If you say 2 days maybe, it will be etched in her mind forever.
It couldn't have been long.
She blinks, eyes welling up with tears, as her hand starts searching for something from the pockets of her dress. The handkerchief.
Don't give her
No.
the lieutenant's handkerchief. It's too special.
No words. Give her the lieutenant's handkerchief.
A small, terrified smile quivers on her face as she takes the handkerchief and wipes away the tears. She looks disoriented.
Is there anyone we could call for you? A friend, a family member, someone who could be here for you?
No. I just need to tell my girls.
The air gets sucked out of her lungs suddenly.
It burns like acid.
God, should I call them? Should I tell them to come home?
No. A day.
No. Take a day to recover. You'll be better prepared when they come home tomorrow.
Good. That's probably the right thing. Thank you.
She nods, but with a wretched expression.
Just tell me, what do I need to do next? Where is he? Can I see him?
We've taken him to the city morgue. The local coroner will be contacting you shortly to arrange the funeral. Here's his number in case you want to contact him earlier.
He hands her a leaflet with the morgue's contact information.
Is there anything else that the RCM could do for you?
No, I'll call you if something comes up. I'm still...
She rubs her face, runs her fingers over her cheeks that have become numb.
Thank you. Thank you for telling me. I'll call if...
She runs out of breath.
These are her last reserves of strength. Her muscles will give in soon. Already, she starts to shake.
Again, I'm very sorry, ma'am.
We should step outside and talk.
I set the library card by her and leave the room.
See, it's a good thing we looked at all the dots.
Yes. Yeah.
You did well.
The lieutenant says as soon as you've left the apartment, the balcony feels cool and quiet with a stunning view over the district.
I could have done more.
You did enough.
He pauses, rubbing his hands together to generate some heat.
Can't save the whole world, you know.
What now?
I'll call the station when we're finished with the day, and let them know the name of the deceased.
Billy and her kids.
They'll manage.
That's it?
That's it. We should get back to our case now that our duty here is done.
Right. This case is closed on.
Let's go.
Look at all that XP.
Kind of expected more than just hen.
I mean, that was just the end. We were getting stuff all along the way when we were, like, inspecting him and stuff.
Okay.
Out the back door.
Yeah.
'Cause there were green dots down here, too.
Yeah. Green dots.
Back to happy times.
Happier times.
The green dots make us happy. It's the only thing.
It's like a green dot buffet.
A garden hose. This won't be of use until the snow melts. Chairs and tables eaten by rain and rot.
Oh my god, we have so much money.
Another splattering of bullet holes on the wall.
The spread pattern of these bullet holes makes your chest ache. Your breath grows heavier.
Examine closer.
You peer into the faded marks in the stone. They peer back like an endless row of tiny black holes. Sweat starts trickling down your brow. Your chest feels tight looking at them. It's closing in, caving in, ever tighter.
You okay there?
Man, I just started feeling really bad for a second.
Might be the after effects of your past escapades. What are you looking at?
What's with all these bullet holes? I've seen them a lot around.
Remnants from the revolution. These are over half a century old.
So, no crime happened here?
Perhaps a crime of a sort ages ago. But no, these do not warrant an investigation.
Okay, but what can you tell me about the revolution?
Not much. I don't have a fresh perspective on it. Should we go?
I guess I'll heal. These barrels are half full of rainwater. Kuno S! I'm sure she's gonna scream at us.
Trying to sneak up on me again? Trying to snuff me out? Get away, pig!
Aw. Why does she hate us so much?
That's just the way she is. And that's probably what Kuno likes about her.
Oh, I know what Kuno thinks about this girl. Whoo boy. Hold on, what was the one for what's his face? Renee. What was Renee's one? Renee. Composure. What is our current composure? Composure is at a 4. Do we have composure items?
I'm pretty sure we do.
So facts,
No, maybe we don't.
I'm not seeing any yet. There's one
Composure.
with the shoes. Just the shoes.
Hmm.
Well, we can check out that composure check because I don't think we've done it.
Okay.
Vigilance officer,
42%.
what can this old carabinier do for you?
It is a white check.
Okay, let's try it.
Nope.
Oh.
Still, all you see is an old soldier refusing to replace his uniform with a civilian attire.
Anything else I can assist?
Nope, nothing. Alright, we'll heal that. We'll probably also quick run to Freet and heal that. Or get us some more healing items. Because, I mean, we're rolling in 91 real right now, so...
Yeah!
Ain't gonna kill us to pick one up.
Big money, big money, big money, no whammies!
Give me some of that sweet heal. I think it's this one.
A small cabinet on the wall is filled with various medicine bottles, nasal sprays, and blister packs.
Okay.
Yeah, that one.
Here. I hope Saint Baptiste makes you feel better. Okay.
Give me one
Here.
more.
I hope Saint Baptiste makes you feel better or something.
There we go. Now we got 6.
Yeah!
And it cost us 5 whole real.
Woo! I mean,
I just imagine he hands it to her, and and you're like, I pulled that out of my brain. Because I mean, like, you kind of are when you get these encyclopedia checks. Like, what else would it be? All right, we got the 3 on, so
Still here. Stuck in this damn jam.
58%.
Okay, let's try it.
Success!
Yay!
Longing. Flecks of brown and gold.
Familiar how?
It's hard to say. His gaze wanders southwest, down the street that goes beyond the horizon. The road continues for miles, flowing together with other roads, turning into causeways or bridges, ending suddenly in dead ends, or ramping up or down highways. It forms a crisscross pattern across the land.
Where does it lead?
Above the Jamrock Quarter, in the form of a raised motorway, and then the never-ending sprawl of Forburg, high above buildings, new and old, the air filled with the rumble of motor engines.
Further?
To the old south, to the farthest outskirts of Revachol, through the checkered fields of farmland, upstream to the river Esperance, past Montmartin, the border approaches.
What's beyond the border?
You cannot see. It's out of the city. Up ahead, the mist blocks all sight. A gale blows across your cheeks. It is cold. Before you stands a tall lorry driver with sad eyes.
What's in the southwest?
Excuse me?
He emerges from the reverie.
A flinch jolts his frame. The question has touched a nerve.
I'm a cop. I can fix anything.
Really? You can tell me.
Man, I don't know what to say. Not much anyone can do. There's no helping in absence, you know. I miss my family. They're all I have. My wife, second kid on the way, waiting all the way in Diora. And here I am stuck in this shit, so far from home.
Diora?
Diora of the Seven Seas. It's on the other end of Le Caillou, pretty much, on another island called Laurentide, off mainland. We've got a little place there. Can almost hear my kid laugh when it snows.
What is it like to miss someone?
What's it like? Good. And bad. An ache that brings you joy. I think of them a lot. I dream up these silly scenarios in great detail of living with them. It comforts me. What about you, Cop Man? You missing someone?
Is that what it is? This feeling? No, it's scarier than that. You're pursued by a hunter, smelling of apricots and sorrow, and the past.
I miss my gun.
Apricots and sorrow.
If you remember, you picked out that apricot gum wrapper, and it kind of caused you to nearly pass out. It was in your ledger.
You know, that sounds like a title of movie makers. Apricots and sorrow. I miss someone, but I don't know who it is.
I feel for you, my friend. It's bad enough to know who you miss. Missing like that doesn't feel like it has much of an upside. But, thanks for this. It's nice to talk to someone, and I know it wasn't easy to ask. I hope you find your way through your own troubles.
He got his 5 XP.
Yay, that's all for now.
Alright, Kuno. I got so much empathy, I'm exploding.
Empathy boost, remember?
It's all on us already.
Did you do the empathy boost?
We did not yet, actually. Let's just double check to make sure that Kuno's is
Fuck, does Kuno
locked.
care?
Yep, alright.
Yep.
Kuno, you should care.
Kuno
And
doesn't fucking care.
Before you do that, I mean, you can do that, but how much time do we have for the art thing after you empathy boost?
Oh shit, what?
What?
Did we put one somewhere? We put one into perception. It's acting like we don't have one.
Huh.
That's weird. Well,
I thought you said we had 2.
I thought so too. Well, we can do the ice bar fridge at least.
So how much do we have until the art degree?
I can check that. Give me a second once
Okay.
we get in here.
Sure.
Because I know we need like 30 more XP and then we get the next point. Art degree is... Oh, we did art degree. We're waiting on Wasteland of Reality.
Okay, so, and that's in 10 hours.
Yep.
11
11
really.
hours. We got some time.
Okay. Come on, Ice Bear Fridge.
Let me put on my perception hat. Get more perceptive with this on.
Yes.
Alright, what was the other one? There was like, I think... It was the boots. I think those are the only 2. Yep, that's it. Just those 2. So we got a +2 on that right now. Yep. Alright, let's go.
The bear's eyes are still glowing
92%!
red. It's guarding over the freezing corpse hidden inside its belly.
Ice Bear regrets
Your
eating
arm
that.
reaches out and your eyes close.
Yes!
As if by their own volition. It's dark all around. You feel cold, dead flesh through the latex glove. It's right under the palm of your hand.
Ice Bear has too many secrets.
Oh god.
What is this?
His face, his cheeks, his nose, his fat, swollen lips. Like a rubber spider, your gloved hand crawls on his features. Everything is silent, all around.
Just the wording on number 1 is interesting. Crawl up in his nostrils.
They are swollen shut. You need to really push to get in.
Ooh. Would that be damaging something if we do?
Don't know.
Or touch something else?
You're not far. It'll come to you. Keep crawling.
Or squeeze his nose?
You pick it between your fingers. The mess is even larger than your nose. Very porous somehow. Like it's about to pop. Keep crawling, lest you break it.
Put your fingers in his mouth.
The oral cavity is cold and moist. A ball-like tongue attaches itself to the base of the mouth, lolling around like a scallop. You're on the right track.
First one.
Open your eyes and look.
A vision of black and dark red death, pried open by your hands and studded with teeth. Looks like he's laughing. Death fumes rising from his throat. And there, in the back of his mouth, above the bell of the uvula, right in the soft palate, you see a hole, barely visible to the human eye. It is swollen shut, almost vanished. No larger than 0.4 centimeters in radius, the edges appear darkened.
Say fuck yeah.
Mm-hmm. Keep going.
Touch it with your finger. Gently.
A black trickle of liquid runs into his throat from the wound.
Put your finger in.
You want to say that more sensually?
Put your finger in.
Your index fits right in there. A tight tunnel of flesh opens up. Tissue damage. Wide enough for 2 fingers. As you push both in, you reach through his mouth, right into his brainstem.
Brainstem?
Yes, that's what this part is called. You've seen the drawings. You've studied them.
Feel around first.
The basal ganglia feels clumpy. What entered here has torn apart his reptilian complex.
No, not the reptilian brain.
The funk soul brother at the back of his head has gone dark forever.
The funk soul brother.
Push deeper.
Your yellow fingers slide into the remains of the limbic system. There is no resistance. It's gelatinous. The slug-like structures are damaged too. The tearing extends deep into both hemispheres.
There's a cavity cut right between the hemispheres.
The lieutenant answers with the sound of his pen on paper.
Push deeper.
Your fingers are all the way in now, reaching toward the inside of his skull. The cavity goes further, but the entry wound isn't wide enough for the rest of your hand to follow. All the muscles in your body harden. Time to enter him.
Bow chicka bow wow. Wriggle in.
Your fingers reach toward his skull. His cerebral cortex feels like jelly. Cold jelly. Strange fluid streams down your wrist as you push deeper until you feel it on the tip of your finger. Ice cold serrated metal. Its edges cut right through the latex and into your finger. The pain is barely noticeable under the adrenaline rush.
We
I
got
feel
a
a
high
so-
shot.
I feel a solid object right under the skull.
Can you get to it?
Inspect the skull first.
There's a tiny crack, a protrusion in the cranium, right in the back of his head. Your finger must be pointing straight at it from the inside. The object that is in there stops just short of the skull, in the encephalus, knocking this tiny fracture into the cranium.
We have the makings of a very small exit wound here.
92%.
Fish it out.
Woo!
Yay!
3 more.
You pick the object between your index and middle finger. Feels sharp, like metal. You press your teeth together. Your jaw is clenched. All you need to do is just...
I got it.
Good.
The fridge in the background buzzes with excitement. Ice Bear Fridge knows.
Slowly pull your fingers out.
The inside of the head feels cold and smooth, like a glove. Sweat dripping down your brow. Careful not to lose the prize between your fingers. With a plop, your hand emerges from the mouth. The garden glove is covered in blood right up to the wrist. Between your fingers, a small flower. A blossom made of lead.
A bullet.
Lieutenant puts a small bag marked evidence under it.
Ice Bear's going to fill his stomach like pinata. Drop it in.
The bullet falls in the bag, leaving a smattering of blood on the plastic. He raises the bag under his eyes and says,
A non-caliber. Rifled. Some kind of brittle alloy. Fractured on impact.
Keep it, Lieutenant. As a gift.
No, you deserve it. We can log it later.
Lieutenant drops the bag in your hand. It feels light.
We need to add an item to the injury list. Injury number 4. Oval entry wound with an abrasion color. Soft palate, back of mouth. High velocity. Temporary cavity in brain tissue. Small exit wound on the occiput. How does that sound?
Sounds about right.
Opinion, fatal injury.
Agreed.
Aww.
And one last thing. We should amend injury number 3. Ligament mark. New opinion, non-fatal. Post-mortem. Treatment.
he's proposing the bullet was the real cause of death, and the hanging an attempt to conceal this fact.
Treatment?
Treatment, officer, is an attempt to manipulate the body after death, to hide the real cause with a false cause. In this case, this injury here.
You point to the marks encircling the corpse's neck.
The ligament mark, the fractured hyoid bone, it was all treatment.
Yes, and the belt around his neck, the hanging, even dragging him to the yard. All of it was done after this man was already dead.
Agreed.
I have had my doubts since you showed me the tracks. Why did they carry him over? Why not march him, I thought. There was no satisfying explanation. There have been other signs too.
Woo!
Small details. Everything is too neatly designed for us to assign probable cause here, as we did, foolhardily. Well, no more.
Who would do this?
That's for us to find out. But this, it will make finding them just a little easier.
Why would anyone do this?
To hide something. The real killer? The real motivation? What really happened here?
I think I might need to wash myself.
Oh, you really, really do. I am glad to hear you say that. The room in your wedding and rise should come with a bathroom. Be sure to make use of it in the evening.
Oh, but we don't want to pay for that. We just use it like normal.
Maybe the bullet holes... maybe the bullet holds more answers.
Yes, we should take a closer look at it. I am certain it has more to tell us.
This little thing could reveal much about the weapon that shot it.
What happens next?
We bag the corpse and carry him to the holding pen of my kinema. I can transport him to processing myself, but I will be gone for the rest of the day.
You'll be gone? What should I do in the meanwhile?
Work on the case. Tend to personal matters. Try not to do anything too dangerous. An officer needs backup in a neighborhood like this. I'll leave that choice to you. And one more thing. Great work, detective.
Let's bag him, Kim. Take him away.
But then we lose Kim for the rest of the day.
Uh,
We can come back and bag him later once we're done with our meetings.
Okay. For the rest of the day...
He'll be gone permanently until we go to sleep.
Oh, so if we leave him for the rest of the day, even if it's like 10 p.m.
I should be fine.
Okay.
Alright, well, we got the XP we needed to get our empathy up.
Yes.
Alright.